How you doing? My name is Mark, and I play the role of Mick Mars in the band Wrecking Crew, and that is a Motley Crue tribute band right here in the Motor City, Michigan. I do get asked quite often, hey, what are you doing here? How do you play this particular riff? So I thought what might be cool is just to post some videos here on YouTube showing you how I approach these particular songs. What you're going to want to do before we get started is take your weapon of choice and tune it down one whole step. So instead of this being an E chord, you're going to be tuned down to D. And that's across the fretboard, all the strings. Now, just for the sake of confusion, namely my own, if I play a G chord, I'm still going to call it a G chord, even though technically we're tuned down a whole step. So the song that I would like to share with you today is the title track to Motley Crue's Dr. Feelgood album. And this is the song that I probably get asked most about. Like, what are you doing? How do you play that? So again, guitar tuned down a whole step. Now what you're going to want to do to start this is it starts with that. Now that's an E5 chord. Take your first finger at the 2nd fret of your A string and hit your E string and that A string in unison together. And just to show you my picking pattern, so you can see my hand, what I'm doing is... Now I do that for 4 measures. So you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4 as a measure. 1, 2, 3. Now on 5, the bass player continues on with that same riff, and I come in with those harmonics. Now to get the harmonics, what I do is on the D and G strings at the 7th fret, I lightly place my finger over the fret without pushing down, and I hit those 2 strings to get the harmonic there. Now once I hit that, you take your whammy bar, and again the tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4. So what Mick Mars is doing is a double time 1 and 2 and 3, with the whammy bar going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So it's just double time. There at the 7th fret, and then you go to the 5th fret. Do the same thing, D and G strings, you hit the harmonic there. Go back to the 7th fret, and then go to the 12th fret. And you repeat that 2 times. After that second, when you go to the 12th fret, I just do a slide down, basically anywhere from, the 12th to the 14th fret, kind of just slide down, and that takes me into that main riff there. Now let's show you, let me get a close up here so you can see what I'm doing here. The main kind of that. So what I'm doing there is off the E, hit that E power chord again with your first finger, 2nd fret A string, and then it's kind of a shuffle. That's your picking pattern. And you're going to chromatically walk on your E string from the 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and 4th fret. And then make an A chord by taking your first finger and barring at the 2nd fret the D, G, and B strings. Now what you're going to want to do is take your 2nd finger at the 3rd fret of your B string and hit that. Now what I'm doing there is hitting the D, G, and B strings with my 2nd finger at the 3rd fret and then pull off. So once you get that, the second time you play that, you're going to go up here and play the infamous Jimi Hendrix chord, which is, I believe, an E7 add 9. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. So to make this chord, let's move over here. What you're going to want to do is take your second finger at the 7th fret on your A string. Boop. No, I'm not giving you the bird. Cut it out. All right, second finger, 7th fret A string. Take your first finger at the 6th fret on the D string. Take your third finger, put it on the 7th fret of the G string, and then take your pinky and put it at the 8th fret on your B string. So let's see if we can get all those fingers so you can see what we're looking like here. All right, let's move this back over here. So again, you're going to be going. That's that kind of main hook there. Now when you go into the verse, you're going to be going to A. And then you kind of go, you take your second finger at the 3rd fret of your E string to get that G note. So it's A with the G note, back to A with the G note, to E. Now you got another verse, yada yada, goes back and forth. Now there's like a little bridge there where they're going to hit a G chord. Now to get that, you're going to take your second finger, 3rd fret. How I do it, again, this is just what I do. Then I take my 3rd finger at the 3rd fret on the B string and my pinky right behind that on the 3rd fret of the E string. So it looks like that. You go. And that's really all I use. I use my second finger there to kind of mute the A string, and I just. So when you play that, then to an A to E. So it's G, A, and E. I forget what he says there. Some people call me a man. And now you end that on the B. And that'll take you into that first lead. Now that first lick is just out of the E pentatonic. So that you'd be bending at the 15th fret on your B string, first finger on the 12th fret. Now, once you get out of that lead, it goes right back into a verse. Back, do that whole thing. It does another. Goes back into that main thing. Now what you can do, a lot of times what I do for playing it, I'll take my whammy bar and dip it down. So when the bass player's riding that, I'll come in with a and then go into that. You hit that harmonic section, and then that will take you back into the second lead, where again he starts it off with that. Now, after that, what's the next damn part? Oh, the outro lick, what I wanted to show you, was what he does there for the. Now for that part, what you're going to do is take your first finger at the 7th fret on the G string. Take your, oh fuck, wait a minute. First finger, it's early man, forgive me. First finger, G string, 7th fret. Second finger, are you naked?
No.
Come here.
Get out of here.
All right, there was nakedness. Sorry, got distracted. First finger, G string, 7th fret. Second finger, 8th fret on the B string. Hit those two, and then you're gonna hit that, and then bar with your 3rd finger at the 9th fret, your D, G, and B strings. Alright, so let me show you my picking pattern on that is so at speed kind of looks like I'm giving my guitar a handy there. So, and then that's pretty much the whole song. That's an overdub. The outro, while he's doing, is going over the. So that's pretty much all the parts that you need in order to, put this song together and play it yourself. I hope that helps you, man. Thank you for watching. And if you dig it, please subscribe.